channel. This is me, Slava. Good to see everybody, and welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective, let's do another reading for you, and let's take a look what messages the universe have for you today. What messages the universe have for you today? Ooh, okay, we have a key. Good, very good. Key is about resolution. It's about finding the proper key. Most likely this is to do with some sort of paperwork, legality. Could be really anything. Something that you have been looking for a long time. Something that was missing. I will clarify this situation and this message. Yeah, once again, book and a key. Book and a key. Finding the truth. Finding something that will resolve your matter or resolve your situation. I kind of feel like it's been a very long time that someone intentionally tried to hide it, conceal it, prevent it, for you to finding out the truth. The truth of really what happened. What happened? Why were you putting in the situation you're putting in this situation? Who's behind it? Why this has happened, right? So once again, we have key and we have book. It's about finding the truth that you're seeking. So let's take a look. What truth are you seeking and what truth will you find? And once again, in the bottom of the deck, I have Lily. Lily, it's something that will declare your innocence, proves your innocence. It's about happiness, purity, and redemption. Redemption of your name. In other words, everything leading towards the resolution, and it always going to be in your favor. So if there is any legal matter, it will be resolved in your favor. Don't even have any doubts about it. But let's take a look. What truths are you going to find out? What truths are you going to find out? And what is that related towards? What is that related to? What kind of key the universe will give to you? Okay, there's something to do with revenge. Someone wanted to seek their revenge against you and you won. You won. Like I said, maybe intentionally someone constantly tried to target you because of the sake of revenge. Or maybe that what happened to you was the result of revenge. Somebody was out to get you, out to seek revenge for something. But once again, you won. And soon it will materialize in this physical realm. In this time, you will win. But there's something to do with revenge. Someone was out to get you. But revenge for what, right? And there will be an arrest for that. People will be arrested. There will be an arrest warrant for those who seek revenge against you, just so you know. So not only I feel like your enemies blamed you for their own mistakes and their own problems. Like I feel like somebody constantly blame you. It's all your fault. It's all your fault that our corruption and our plans backfired. Or this could have been like romantic in nature. Somebody blame you that you are at fault that that woman or a man, let's say, decided to be separated, for example, right? Some sort of revenge of sociopaths will result in their arrest. One by one, they will be arrested. Because that revenge cross any healthy boundaries. Any healthy boundaries. So you will once again find out. This is what you will find out, because you will be notified when these individuals will be arrested. I'm sure police will contact you directly. They will let you know about this sociopathic person or group of people and their delusional revenge towards you. And of course, at that point, you will be labeled as a victim of a revengeful sociopath. So let's take a look. What was this whole revenge about? I'm interested. Why? First of all, let's analyze who have been seeking revenge against you. Who is this person? Show me. Because I see these people will be going to prison. Who is this person? Who is the person that seeked revenge against you? Right, arrested. arrested or about to be arrested. That's a court order, right? Warrant. Who issues the warrant? Judge. Judge is going to approve these warrants for their arrest, and they will be detained, and they will be kept in that detention, meaning the bail will not be allowed to these people. Once the police gonna knock on their door or stop them in their vehicle early in the morning, late at night, doesn't matter, the moment this warrant is executed, it is in full force of effect. They can come in at any time of a day or night. They will arrest these people and they will keep them in prison. In other words, they will not be allowed to be released on a bail or cash bail or a bond. No, they're too dangerous. That's the thing, they're too dangerous. So they're going to prison here. To prison. My question is why? Why would this person or this group of people were so obsessed with this revenge? So who is it? Show me. Who is going to be arrested here? Who is going to be arrested? Who is this person or group of people? It's some woman here and a man. It's a pair. It's a man and a woman that is going to be arrested because both of them targeted you. Both of them wanted this revenge. They could be a couple, or they could be a friends, or they could be a strangers, that each of them were obsessed with the idea that you must be punished. They doesn't have to be in a romantic relationship. They doesn't even have to reside in the same city or the same neighborhood. Two people that plotted this revenge towards you, and two people will be detained. They will be arrested. Finally, there will be this arrest warrant. Because they wanted revenge. And their insanity and their madness been going on for many years. So my next question, what joined these two together? What joined these two together? So once again, you have to understand, the arrest powers are only found under criminal law, okay? People don't get arrested unless they have violated criminal code. That's number one. So taking into consideration that both of these individuals, this man and woman, will be detained under the powers of criminal law that is guaranteed under the code, they must have done something criminal in nature towards you. So my question is, why would these two individuals, this male and a female, hated you so deeply, had this resentfulness towards you, this hatred, to the point that they risked their own freedom to harm you? That's my next question. Why did these two have decided to seek revenge against you? What motivated these people? I'm already telling you what's going to happen. What's going to happen? You will be legally protected. In other words, your innocence will be legally redeemed, right? This is about redemption. They set you up. And in doing so, they continuously violated the criminal code, day in and day out. So let's analyze. I'm trying to dig into their mind, and I want to find out what is the source of that revenge. Because I see you've done nothing wrong. Why did they conspire together to target you, to abuse you, to assault you, to harass you, to stalk you, to set you up? Why? First card is a boredness. Most likely woman. There's the card of illusions, like the person These people are bored, okay? Boredness. What does it mean, boredness? Most likely these people have nothing to do. Nothing to do. They're bored. They may be unemployed. Okay, this is another card of definition of boredness. They could be unemployed, meaning they have no job, pessimistic, right? Boredness, pessimistic people, naggy, oh, why, right? Self-pity. It's like when you have so much time on your hands and you have nothing to do with your pathetic life, what do? You decide to bring a person that is active, happy, optimistic, a go-getter, and you're trying to drag them to your pathetic, miserable pond of dirt. And that's exactly what I see. So two cards explained it perfectly. These two simply lousy, lazy, pessimistic, negative, delusional. See, the person is in a la la land. Someone here is like delusional. The way they perceive life is delusional. This is about wearing a pink shades, right? Because the reason why these clowns over here that targeted you have been doing so relentlessly, because they don't even understand that cops are after them. They don't even understand till this day that they are under investigation. They don't understand that there will be a criminal consequences or civil consequences for their wrongdoings. In other words, it's a person that is completely detached from the sense of reality. They're sick. It's a sick people, both of them, sickos. Self-denial and a self-lie. That's what I feel so far. And of course, bored. They have nothing else to do. If they were busy, if they had something productive to do towards their own life, they probably would have been too busy. Busy person do not target innocent people. They're too busy living their life, raising family, raising children, having jobs, paying bills. These two are sabacus that are bored, have miserable, have nothing to do with their lives. And of course, clearly, since they never stopped seeking revenge against you, that I'm not ruling out that there's some sort of psychiatric problems. You understand? Psychiatric severe problems. Somebody who simply become obsessed, delusional for what they did to you. Once again, this is one of my favorite cards. This is the card of a boomerang, the card of a punishment, the card that these two will receive what they have deserved despite the time that has passed, the time of your suffering, because you suffered most likely for a very long time, maybe even years. This means that they will get every single thing of what was sent to you. They will pay for it. Now there is a matter of the higher power kicking in and punishing these two sociopaths for their own delusions. Because the definition of law-abiding citizen is not, it's not the person that has to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're not perfect. Okay? We're not. But the definition of the healthy individual is a sense of fear of being punished. These psychopaths have no fear. And for that alone, they're delusionally sick and even psychiatrically unstable. Why do you think a person with psychiatric disability cannot be held accountable under criminal law? Because they're non-compos mentis. They do not have capacity and ability to understand and appreciate the wrongdoing of their own actions. That's the only reason why people with psychiatric disability, instead of being incarcerated, they are being placed in a psychiatric ward. I feel this is the case. This is the case. It's a people that simply do not appreciate the law, do not understand Their sick behavior. They're sickos. But the universe kicking in on your behalf, they're protecting you. Soon, once again, you will have this resolution from legal paperwork if there's something going on. I also feel like these people are looking something, constantly looking, doing some sort of searches, like obsession. There's this unhealthy obsession with you. So to answer your question, I cannot. There's no direct answer why you were targeted by this pair. The only logical conclusions I have that these two are bored, unemployed, pathetic, pessimistic, miserable, psychiatrically unstable, and they do not appreciate the law of God or the law of man, or both. In other words, crazy, yo-yo, right? They have no accountability for their action. So of course, if you're waiting for some sort of apology, you're not going to get them. They're sick people. And they have to be treated as such. Psychiatrically unfit. Crazy. But it doesn't stop the universe, once again, to make sure that they receive their boomerangs. For what these two are going to receive these boomerangs and already receiving? The fact that criminal law is involved is without doubt. Because their revenge triggered criminal action, criminal violation of the code. They could have assaulted you, sent people to assault you, paid money to somebody to assault you. They could have participated in fraud, corruption. Woman here comes up as a fire sign, most likely did some sort of witchcraft on you, without doubt. Without doubt. But I do see that you're freeing yourself from that. So if there's any witchcraft done, this is done. It's coming back to her. Back to her. Now, the male, water sign male, well, it generally, nor fish, no meat. Okay, no non-stable person. Non-stable, weak. Woman here is very action-orientated, very determined. So what are they getting this payback for? For what? Yeah, see, they burdened you. They burdened you. You didn't have to carry these burdens. They piled something on you. They slandered you. They piled problems on you. You understand? You carried a burden that should have not been carried. It's fabricated by these sick people, by this sick woman and a man. All was a lie. Not a single word that these sick individuals have said or did towards you or against you were substantially factual. It was fabricated. It was a lie. And yet you carry this burden. I have number 6 and 3. 6 years, between 3 to 6 years, maybe even longer. You understand? Burdened you. They pile up something on you. This was their delusional revenge. Why? My question is, why did they wanted? See, the thing is, I feel like these two pessimistic, bored, lazy sociopaths, psychos, wanted you to simply be beneath them. Beneath them. They forgot to take into account that you're a highly moral person, that you're a very strong person, that you have that fire within your soul and heart, that you would be all right, no, even carrying these burdens that you should have not carried. They could have caused you problems with the law, okay? Set you up, slandered you, lied against you. Remember, you're dealing with two psychiatrically unstable people. They're sick. You understand? They're probably certified psychopaths. So I feel like they wanted you to simply go down and stay down. You understand? They wanted you to stay down. And that's their delusions and disease of the mind. They said, God forbid you getting up. And I also see here cooperation, friendship, cooperation. They have connections. They had connections, these cowards. Connections maybe in policing, connections to lawyers, judges, military, right? Connections. They're like, well, we can. I'm friends with so and so and so. Easy peasy for me. Well, let me tell you one thing. Whoever helped these sickos also will be arrested. Because last time I checked the criminal code, which was only a couple days ago, conflict of interest, abuse of power, and abuse of process is also criminal offense. So I feel sorry for your friends because they're also will be held accountable. So somebody helped them here, okay? Somebody helped them here. There was a connections. You understand connections? Someone knew somebody. So another word, fraud upon fraud upon fraud. I still don't see the answer. Why though? Why? Why did these two did this to you? For what? What is the reason? Yeah, I get it. You were burdened. Yeah, see, 3 people here. Paperwork. You were set up here. Falsified paperwork, falsified something because of this friendship relationship. Friends. You understand? Friends. Somebody knew somebody. They knew somebody that helped them forged something. So it's a matter of paperwork. You understand? That's the only way how they could have burdened you, because other way I don't see that they could have break your spirit. These idiots could never take away your strength, because your strength is from God. God giving you strength. God giving you wisdom. They could have not take. They cannot take away what God have given you. So they resort to option B. And they knew that you're strong. They knew that you're powerful. They knew that. So they decided to use the option that is available only amongst men. And that option was to forge something on a document. See, we have three people here cooking, brewing, right? And some blonde woman here, paperwork, reading through, right? Saying, oh yeah, that's great, yeah, let's do that. One's brunette, one's blonde. And some wizard here was a beard, gray beard, male. So something here was done that should have not been done. And like I said, these people partner up. 2 of Cups. It was a partnership. Like I already said, 2 of Cups not necessarily mean romantic partnership. This could be just friendship. Two people plus some partner up together to burden you. Involving the law. So what happens when an innocent person being alleged of committing or most likely to participate in illegal activity? Investigation happens. Investigation happens. So you have been investigated unlawfully because these clowns had friends who made this happen. You understand? So now we're talking about unlawful investigation, could have been unlawful confinement, police harassment. You could have been harassed by cops. Could have been military experiments. It could resonate anything really at this point. You understand? All because these 2 clowns pull something out of their, you know where. Not gonna say it. And voila. Voila. Nobody checked for authenticity. Nobody checked for facts. It was just pushed through, through the cracks of the system. Through the cracks. Because they knew somebody. Why? Why was it so necessary? Why? Why so much? What is the reason of this fraud? So we have Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, okay. We have three of Swords. Yeah, to bring chaos, once again. To bring chaos into your life. 3 of Swords, male here. Male. Heartbroken, rejected. Some water sign male. He comes up again. Some male here, sociopath, overly righteous. overly self-righteous, but truly a demonic person. Demonic person, manipulative, narcissistic, and self-righteous. It was a matter of revenge. I will punish you. I wonder if this man is your ex. I wonder that. Could be for some of you. A sick ex who said, I will teach you a lesson. You deserve to suffer because look at me. I'm a hierophant, he says. God given me the power to punish you. But deep down, it's a devil in disguise. He has no God. He doesn't even know what God is or who God is because God does not know him. He only pretends to be self-righteous. It's a narcissist. A man who is a sociopathic, sick narcissist. And he was, either you rejected him or either he felt like you are the reason why he's hurt. Right? Some sort of revenge. Like revenge, really. Really, revenge coming from this male. Because see, I do see here Ace of Cups and I see Three of Swords. And I see him. I see this devil. He's truly a sick man. Truly sicko. Perverted, sick, delusionals. He doesn't have to participate in satanic rituals to have that Satan within his heart. Because there is no God. God does not seek revenge. He doesn't. God is love. God is forgiveness. God is not revenge, even though he seeks his vengeance upon those who put trust in him, which you did. And that's exactly why it is God that will vindicate you. So judging by Ace of Cups and 3, something emotions, he was hurt. His emotions were hurt. Right? He's like, I loved her, meaning you. I would have done everything for you, but you broke my heart. And that's where this sick man brain went nuts. But he's always been a devil in disguise. He has always been a manipulative narcissist, dangerous narcissist. That's not something that anybody could have taken that away, right? He's only pretended to be righteous, but he's not. And once again, Hierophant also represents somebody who thinks of themselves, right? This is the card of the Hierophant, more like a teacher, right? I will teach you. See, I will teach you what life is about. I will teach you how you should have treated me. First of all, last time I checked, you're free to love whoever you want. You didn't have to love this man. You didn't have to be with this man. You could have do whatever you wanted. Within, of course, allowance of the law. Make sure you stay within the proper behavior. But his desire, the sick desire that you're wrong, I'll teach you a lesson, I will punish you, right? Unhealthy sicko. Punish you for what? For what this narcissist wanted to punish you, this sick demonic. He's 100% a servant of the devil. He may, like I said, religiously go to church, pray, pretend that he's such a good, decent person to others, but he's rotten inside, rotten and sick beyond repair. So it was, like I said, revenge. Intention was to break you, break your heart, break you so you don't have any chance of future happiness. You will be more happy in the future than you ever been in your entire life. Because I do see that. For what? Clarifies Three of Swords. Three of Swords, what is it? Using charm, right? Preservation for personal gain. Like he wanted to gain something for himself. Gain. That's what he wanted. It was good for him. 'em. Yeah, see? Important person. He wanted maybe play an essential role somewhere, that he's irreplaceable, that he's very special. If he's not your ex, like I said, if he's not your ex, could have been a narcissist that thought he's important and special, and he deserved something. He deserves, like he thought of himself, look at me, I'm a star. Or he wanted to be a star. It's a narcissist. Narcissist. Even though on the bottom of the deck here and the other deck, I see career, promotion, growth. So if this is not your ex, this is just a male who could be a water sign, who simply wanted a power of authority. This is a moving up in a corporate ladder. Maybe he's a corrupt cop. Maybe he's a corrupt lieutenant or general in military. It's something to do with finances. Corruption. A greedy crook, but yet so sick, beyond repair. And he got caught. But there's some other woman over here that was with him that made it happen. Without these two, would have not happened. They were a pair. Either lovers or friends with benefits, or both. So it was a very important job, or very important position, I should say. Position, financial in nature, money. Corruption, you see? He really wanted this position of authority. He wanted this important role. Yeah, he's accused. He will be the main accused here. See, promotion, income increase. It's a crook, a corrupt crook. Corruption, promotion. He got promoted. Promotion agreement. He's like, oh, I'm the best. And he's an old pervert on top of that. He's an old pervert that doesn't look like it, because remember, Harrison, he pretends that he's a teacher, that he's teaching everybody, right? This self-righteous almost like stinks right through his scum, sexually perverted ass. Sorry for saying that. It's a hypocrite, a pervert. I see sexual pervert. But yet he acts as he's normal. He's normal, right? He's normal. He's a pervert. So yeah, he will be fired and he will be discharged, and he will go straight to jail. No ifs and buts about it. Nobody's going to give him second chances here. He has no stand or chance of redeeming what he has done and what he has gained upon your suffering. He could have been already fired and discharged from the police force or military. And that's when this sick revenge started. But keep in mind, he's a sexual pervert. You get it? So all around, cuckoo, right? Sicko, lazy. They don't want to work, but they want promotions. They want everything to be handed in on a platter for them. So this is, like I said, this man here. Woman, what about this woman? There is this woman, comes up as a fire sign. He comes up as a water sign. She's a fire sign. So what about this woman, the other one, the conspirator? What about her? What was in it for her? Okay, so we have an offer. Okay, what offer? What news? Is this man? Oh, financial news. So he approached her. There was a deal. Hey, there's this chance for us to succeed, right? Again, Ace of Pentacles. Offer was given to her. Once again, most likely financial in nature. Financial. Because I feel like they're both needed. Yeah, see, again, she's no different than this psychopath. They're both alike. Two pair of a piece. They're both alike, obsessed with money and promotion and wealth, jobs. But yet they're in a position of power. Well, that's wonderful. How's that working out? Because soon they will be both convicted. So there was a position, yeah, see again, ten of swords. They're done. It's honestly, it's funny. It's funny to actually observe this ridiculous delusional revenge because two criminals got caught. But yet they so high of themselves. They think so highly of themselves. Because remember, self-righteous. They're right all the time. All the time. It's only a narcissistic, psychiatrically unstable psychopaths would only behave this way. And they both are. Both of them are all about money. This one, like I said, there was an offer to her. They had a deal, financial deal, financial in nature. She's in generally very narcissistic, all about money, all about status. I kind of feel like both of them really enjoy that role of somebody very important and special. Could have been politics as well, often happen in the political field, right? So politician could be and a lawyer. It's a government. These two clowns are employees of the government, and therefore they employees of you as a citizen of your state. But they abused you. They abused their power because they really enjoy to be that important, playing an essential role as if they're very important. What about this woman? She's a cop. A cop. Old pervert and a cop. So who is that cop? Who is this fire sign woman? Maybe dyes her hair blonde. Doesn't matter what hair color she is. She's a psychopath. Gold digger. Corrupt cop. And that's what honestly breaks my heart when I do this reading for you guys. I feel sincerely sorry. I feel sorry on behalf of all good cops out there that willing to sacrifice their own life in protecting you. And yet we have a psychotic, B word, that abuse that respect that every citizen have towards the police. They give cops bad names because they're sick. So this woman is a cop and she accepted the bribe from this psychopath. So this woman will be, now what does a bribe means? You ask again. No, it's not a bag of cash. Not in this particular scenario. In this particular scenario relating to you, is that old pervert, he's old. He's not young. He's old. Older or old. Okay, creepo. Let's call him a creepo. He promised her some sort of promotion. Right? And she took it. She couldn't resist. It was a good deal for them both. So police accepted bribes. But this is, like I said, all will be revealed to you. You will have access. You could have not had access to this information for many years because of the current status of pending investigation against these two clowns. But you will receive it because I see key in the book here. You will have access to this information. You will be shocked. You will be shocked what this sicko did. Woman is a cop. Maybe man is also could have been a cop. Or maybe somebody else. Maybe military, maybe lawyer, maybe politician. The fact that this woman is a cop and corrupt is without doubt. And what is she whining about? What are these people are whining about right now? That they're going to jail? They deserved it. Because you were wrongfully arrested. So how could the judges or the Crown's office knew the truth about you if these piece of shit cowards over here forged everything? You didn't, do you understand? Back then you stand no chance. You will sue these clowns. They will have nothing, nothing to their name, not a single thing. It's between military and the police, and it was a matter of promotion. You see, military and the police. So I'm assuming this old pervert is from military. It disgusts me. People like that, just sick to the core. Sickos. They should have been kept in prison for life, because they destroyed your life. Police, military, and promotion and bribery. You see? Female from the police department, old pervert from military. Key, promotion. Why they chose you? Why could have they not chose somebody else? Why you? Why did they chose you? Because they thought you're stupid? Because they thought you're weak? What were these clowns thinking? Why have they actually chosen you? If you're a woman and that pervert got involved, maybe he was sexually obsessed with you. I don't know, right? Why have they chose you? Some sort of battle. There's somebody was fighting with you, some woman, sick woman. There's some sick woman over here that you did not see, was a secret enemy, some third person. Some third person, very cold, calculated, maybe jealous, but there's another woman here that was fighting with you. Do you see? Behind your back, you didn't see it. I don't know who this third woman is. These two are government employees, military cops. This woman, on the other hand, declared war to you behind the scenes. So they could have used her as a tool for their own success and their own promotion. You get it? Who is this other woman here? What was she fighting you with behind your back? So all these, like I said, secret enemies, all of this nonsense. Why is this woman was fighting with you? Who is this woman? She's right now receiving boomerang judgments, under judgment. Meaning she's done. There's things falling apart for her. I see she will be having no choice but to leave. Maybe she's considering leaving or relocating or moving somewhere. She's trying to run away because everything in her life is broken. For this third woman that was involved. She's leaving. She's leaving. See, there's too much problems for this woman. Look at this, fighting. But this fight is over. That fight is over. Some woman here, most likely on a distance, have declared war to you. So in other words, this police and military simply taking advantage of stupid people and get promoted. It happens all the time. It's called entrapment, right? They take somebody's stupidity and they're trying to entrap an innocent person. But there's another woman here. She's in generally very cold, very unemotional, has absolutely no emotions, boring. What about this woman? Yeah, she was fixated or obsessive attachment, obsessed with you. She hanged up on you, okay? She's obsessed with you, with your life, maybe. It's some woman, stalker, okay? Stalker. So you not only have sociopaths from government, but you also have some stalker, some woman who is hang up on you, obsessed with you, fixated on you. Maybe there's some sort of baby, got knocked up. And I also see sexual tactics, gaining attention. So very promiscuous woman. Maybe she got involved in your relationship at some point or was jealous of your relationship. Infidelity, betrayal. Yes, to do with your ex. This secret woman enemy of yours is a woman that had a sexual relationship with your ex. Maybe he knocked her up. Because I do see a card of knock up. I see pregnancy. Pregnancy, baby on the way, or expecting. Once again, doesn't have to be expecting a child. Could be expecting anything. Right? And I see betrayal and caught cheating. So they use this sick woman over here because she's obsessed with you. I see she's self-medicating. She's an alcoholic. She's a drinker. She, as you can see, it says here, F-U-C-K everything, right? Like she doesn't care. She doesn't care. Things are falling apart. But she did targeted you. And these two clowns took advantage of this stupid woman. They used her. They used her stupidity. They used her jealousy. Maybe she had sexual relationship with this old pervert. Because showing me from military. Okay? Maybe this pervert, I don't know, somehow connected to this other woman. Because looks like to me she sleeps around. And I'm only reading what I see. I see her promiscuous tactics that she used, and I see jealousy, I see infidelity. Maybe somehow your ex was hooked up with her. I don't know, really. I'm not going to pay attention too much on this woman, but I do see everything falling apart for her. Everything. She's done. She's done. She's already under judgment. She's ready to run away. She really wants to run away. She really thinks that she could simply run away from the harm she did to you, but this is impossible. What about this other woman? Corrupt cop. Corrupt cop, water sign. Connected to some water sign. And see rumors and gossip about you. Some gossiper. Gossiper. Maybe this one connected to this cop. In other words, like I said, they're all three a pair. They're all connected to each other. Connected to each other. These people, short, they far off any proper police conduct. They absolutely do not follow the police code of conduct. There's something else. So, distractions for your enemies. One after another, one after another. They wanted to make money on you. They saw that you're nobody. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Let's see what advice you need to know dealing with these people that soon will be arrested. Advice for you. What do you need to know at this moment? Knight of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Money coming towards you here. Last Judgment. See Judgment. This is almost over. And the Star. This is once again almost over. Oh, it's over. This situation is coming to an end. The Last Judgment meaning transformation. There's nothing really you can do here at this specific moment. Just wait. Nothing. These people cannot change anything anymore at this course of events. You cannot speed up the process nor change anything in this specific moment. Two major arcana. And of course following by the Queen of Pentacles. That personally for you, this situation will end well. This situation will end well for you. Not for your enemies. Not for these sickos. They will have serious problems. For you, everything will be fine. Flying monkeys. They believe that nobody is watching them. Yeah, like I said, these people involved, all of these flying monkeys, manipulate people, bribing people, lying. A lot of people will be arrested. A lot. But if they think nobody is watching them, just to confirm how stupid they truly are. Because they all got caught. You see? But they believe nobody is watching them. And keep in mind, target offense, conspiracy up to 14 years imprisonment, including the flying monkeys. So these people really don't care about their freedom, and they want to spend 14 years up to life incarcerated. Then you know what? Fine with you. Fine with you. What gifts the universe will give you after this situation? Because like I said, I do see the Last Judgment here and the Star card, which signifies that the end result that is already pending, because Last Judgment meaning this is finale, this is the ending, things are resetting, things are changing here. You cannot do anything about it. your enemies cannot do anything about it. But one thing for sure, Star, is about wish fulfillment. This is when you receive what you wish for. If you wish to succeed, you'll get it. If you wish to prove your innocence or redeem your name, you will get it. Because remember, this promiscuous, jealous sociopath that was fixated with you, that the one that was sleeping around with, we seen it, with some corrupt cop, she will also be held accountable for what she did. She's already everything falling apart in her life. Sorry for these ones. But at least these two clowns facing imprisonment for a very long time. So Star card means that your wishes will come true. There's a lot of gossip has been done to you. Gossip, corruption, fraud, triangles. This old pervert was screwing this promiscuous, obsessed woman with you, cold, unemotional, absolutely good for nothing. And maybe he was sleeping with this other woman here too, right? One player on two. That's why he's an old pervert. What do you need to know for yourself at the end result of this situation? Emperor, that you are the winner. Okay? You will, despite this difficult war, you will win. That's what it means. That you're the winner. That you will win. They cannot do anything to you. Look at all these swords. Look how many enemies have you put down. And they can continue on and on and on. In other words, you will defeat even the most sickest of them. They're done. They're done, okay? Emperor. Emperor means that you will receive your victory. You will enjoy the sweetness of power. Your power. And once again, this is the card of the horn of success. It's about wealth. It's about success. You will enjoy the fruits of what you have earned. Yes, it was a difficult war and a difficult battle dealing with these sick perverts and mentally, psychiatrically unstable lunatics who are nothing but servants of the devil. But God prepared for you a beautiful future ahead, full of success. You will have anything you want. So this is, in other words, this is exactly what is happening to her, what is going to happen. Confirmation. What about these perverts? What about these two? Well, broke, begging for pennies, looking for a job because they're already fired and been discharged for corruption, awaiting their prosecution. They will have no money. God will take the source of their income. God will give them nothing. The roads will be blocked. They will never get a job. And on top of that, they'll be in prison. But before that happens, they will enjoy what is it like to have nothing. Because that's what they did to you. That's what they did to you. They wanted you to have nothing. And that's why perhaps is the source of revenge. Because they got fired. Because they're broke. What was promised to this woman, man, didn't come true. They were promised big money. They were promised power, promotion. Easy given, easy lost. And they lost it. I see poverty for everybody, including the flying monkeys here. They will never have stability. And this is their boomerang because, like I said, they wanted to have that money. The reason why why they targeted you, because they wanted money. You were simply a stepping stool, a mule, where they could step on for their stupid promotion. They took the risk of violating the criminal code. Now they're facing consequences. This is their boomerang. This is exactly what goes around comes around. They could have messed with your finances. They could have steal from you. They could have set you up. And once again, boomerang to this provocative woman. There's sex involved. Like I said, this woman that was secretly fixating with you, and she's still fixating with you, she used sex to get what she wanted. Meaning she slept with somebody. It was some F-buddies. You understand? So the woman here, maybe not these two cops, because I see a lot of people going to prison. Definitely these two will have a record. But woman, remember that woman earlier today that fixated, obsessed with you. She used her sexuality, and she's broke right now. She has no money. No money. Right? All of this, like I said, is some sort of perverted community where everybody sleeps with everybody. It's like friends with benefits kind of thing. And this woman had most likely been friend with this old pervert who sleeps around with anything that moves. He could have knocked her up too. So in other words, boomerangs. Boomerangs. Yeah, men. See, men. Maybe men here was sleeping around with everybody too. Wanted money. I see separation, breakup. So it's over. It's over. What goes around comes around. What's sad part about this whole thing that you were a victim here all along. But that's okay. Because soon you will see the justice will be served. And remember, despite the difficult battle, that crown is fairly earned. You earned it. And you will carry it with pride. You deserved it. Okay, my wonderful collective, my soldiers, my fighters, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Once again, if you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I wish you nothing but the best. Success, happiness, health, wealth, joy, love. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.